Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures. Thanks for being here to log another entry in the Adventure Journal with me, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today's entry will be scuba diving the Big Red Buoy off the west end of Grand Cayman. I'm assuming this dive site is called the Big Red Buoy because we literally tied up to a big red buoy. This is the first dive of day 4. Dive number 12 for me overall on the trip so far. The dive started just about 8:30 and lasted almost exactly an hour. I recorded an average depth of 35 feet and a maximum depth of 47 feet. My dive computer reported a minimum water temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit and a maximum water temperature of 89 degrees Fahrenheit. I was quite comfortable in just trunks and a rash guard. As I mentioned, this dive site is on the west end of Grand Cayman, and again, here on day 4, we're still facing some really strong wind, so we're limited to the sites we can dive and restricted to the west end of Grand Cayman. However, as you can see, there are plenty of great dive sites here. I'm very happy that we're able to get in the water. This is a rock beauty, and they range in size from 5 to 8 inches, reaching a maximum of 12 inches, and they're usually found in depths of water from 10 to 80 feet. Here's a bicolored damselfish. They range in size from 2 to 3.5 inches, reaching a maximum of 4 inches, and are usually found in depths of water from 2 to 80 feet. Something caught my eye out in the sand. Do you see it? It's a spotted eagle ray feeding on something in the sand. I'm trying to move in closer, but not too quickly. I don't want to startle it or scare it off. The spotted eagle rays range in size from 4 to 6.5 feet, reaching a maximum of 8 feet, and are found in depths of water from 6 to 80 feet. This eagle ray is really just cruising very close to the sand, so I'm trying not to move toward it at all at this point, and in fact, I'm moving very, very little. Look how long that tail is. They're incredibly beautiful. I love to watch them swim. Sometimes they circle back if they're not startled, so I guess I'll just have to be patient and see if this one comes back eventually. This is a patchy reef with a lot of sand fingers running through. There's quite a bit going on here, as you can see, and I'll try to call out some more of the fish. Here we have the invasive lionfish. This one's kind of tucked into a hole. Here we have a harlequin bass. They range in size from 2.5 to 3.5 inches, reaching a maximum of 4 inches, and are usually found in depths of water from 2 to 120 feet. I feel like I haven't seen too many of these. Lots of marine life here on this reef. Too many fish for me to call them all out. Here's an interesting formation of yellow tube sponges. Here's another rock beauty and a stoplight parrotfish in the initial phase. Also a rock hind. Lots going on this reef. Are the arrows helpful or annoying? Are they too fast? I've been trying out a couple different things. In one of the videos, I was doing a freeze frame with the arrows. This time I decided to just let it roll and make the arrows a lot shorter. So if you would, please give me some feedback and let me know what you think. I think that's a mutton snapper eyeballing me. A mutton snapper in the silver gray phase. They range in size from 1 to 2 feet, reaching a maximum of 2.5 feet, and are usually found in depths of water from 5 to 100 feet. Here we have a couple of 4-eye butterfly fish. Here we have some Christmas tree worms. These are fantastic to photograph, and I've gotten a couple pretty good pictures. A little hard to capture the detail with the GoPro here. I can't get close enough without losing some focus, but they're beautiful. Again, worms. Christmas tree worms. Here we have another invasive lionfish. A hogfish in the terminal phase. Here we have a couple of banded butterfly fish. These black and white fish, there's a pair of them here. They are banded butterfly fish, and they range in size from 3 to 5 inches, reaching a maximum of 6 inches, and are usually found in depths of water from 10 to 60 feet. Again, these are banded butterfly fish. Do you recognize the black and yellow rock beauty? Here we have a spotted trunkfish. I love these. I think they're so interesting. The spotted trunkfish range in size from 6 to 12 inches, reaching a maximum of 16 inches, and are usually found in depths of water from 15 to 60 feet. He took off pretty quickly. I guess he didn't like the camera. We'll see if we can find him again. They're characterized by a white body covered with black spots, including the tail, but they have white around the mouth. There he is. If he takes off again this time, I'll leave him alone. But aren't they interesting? The big red buoy this dive site is named after is actually attached to this giant anchor. I found that really interesting for some reason. I guess it's because most buoys I encounter are attached to something that's drilled or cemented into the ground. I decided to investigate the anchor a little bit. I was curious about the lines it made in the sand and the way it kind of danced. And it seemed like a short amount of road for such a large anchor and a buoy. I, for some reason, would expect there to be more road. Here's a hogfish in the terminal phase. Also a mutton snapper. And here we have something else. I believe this is a greater soapfish, and I don't think I've ever seen one before. Again, that's a greater soapfish. Very confident in this identification. They range in size from 5 to 9 inches, reaching a maximum of 13 inches, and are usually found in depths of water from 15 to 60 feet. Here's that mutton snapper again. I think he's eyeballing me. Always have to keep an eye out in the sand. Here we have some garden eels. They look like little blades of grass. And there's a stingray and a smooth trunkfish. It looks like the smooth trunkfish is trying to get a free meal as the stingray stirs up the sand. The smooth trunkfish range in size from 6 to 10 inches, reaching a maximum of 1 foot. I've never seen one that big, and they're usually found in depths of water from 15 to 80 feet. Very cool. I've never seen these species together like this. This is really exciting for me. I guess the stingray decided that was close enough. Again, that's a smooth trunkfish. Different than the spotted trunkfish we saw earlier. Great dive site. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.